DREAMWILD. I really like that game. For the many people that have no idea what that is, basically it's a fast-paced arcade-style FPS with permadeath and some really cool visuals. Now, what if we combine it with something? On an unrelated note, I also really like ULTRAKILL. So, what I'm making here is a movement shooter, Megaheaven. You probably know the drill. Go fast, kill enemies, do it in a cool way. It is different from all the other movement shooters in a way that the area you traverse is far more open. It's a mega structure like Megaheaven, you know? And wherein all the other games, the encounter usually has like 8 to 10 enemies, here you fight off a horde. I also need to mention that the current version of the game was made in 2 weeks, cause having a deadline is helpful. So in this video I will go over all the basic stuff that is in the game right now. So let's see what I've cooked up. One of the key aspects of DREAMWILD is the ability to go at mind-bending speeds with strafing, and I've spent like 3 whole days recreating the feel of the movement system in my own way. And hey, it turned out pretty well. It's modular and cool and physics. For now, all you have is a slide that preserves your momentum and makes you go faster if you slide down the slope. Unlike ULTRAKILL, you can't slide forever. But slide jumping is still a viable strategy that allows you to gain quite a bit of speed. But that won't be enough, so we'll return to the movement in the weapons section of the video. For now, let's talk style. What I've had in mind is this sort of pinkish, angelic aesthetic, mixed with, well, guns. Not the most typical style for a movement shooter, but I like it, so we'll go with that. The actual graphics of the game are low poly models with dithering effect that I've made in ShaderGraph as a full screen shader. I've honestly tried adding pixelation on top of it all, but for some godforsaken reason, it just refuses to work with the dithering method that I did. So there's that. And now I need to somehow transition to weapons. For the weapons I've made the following. Let's go through this in order. The dual AKs are like the main weapon, something not too powerful but still usable, a combo filler if you will. And remember that I wanted to expand on the movement through weapons? Well, when you fire you get recoil, not that useful in gaining horizontal speed, but it allows you to stay in the air for longer periods of time. Basically, you can hover a bit. On the opposite side of that is the sniper rifle. It does a ton of damage, but has a long reloading animation. And yes, I modeled a magazine for a 1-round rifle. Deal with it, gun nerds. Also, it has a crazy recoil, so you can easily boost yourself with it. And the katana. It is used for close confrontation and parrying enemies and projectiles. Because of course it is. But it has a little secret up its sleeve. If you try to attack while parrying, you perform a dash slash that launches you in the direction you're looking at. So it's a great movement option and can also be used to slice through a bunch of enemies at once. But what's the point of all the stylish weapons if you can't kill something with them? That's right, conflict prevention. Meet Grace. It's a low-tier angel that is the most basic enemy of the game. It just mindlessly chases the player, trying to slam the body into them at high velocity to do damage that way. Now, one Grace is no big threat since it dies pretty easily and oh my god, how many are? Their strength is in numbers. If you don't play your cards right and get cornered, the Graces are the first thing that will start to absolutely devour you. The second thing? Godflies. Very hateable and very plentiful Godflies are the basic ranged enemy in Megaheaven. They shoot these orb thingies that have a little bit of a homing to them. After making 4 to 6 shots, the Godfly will reposition itself somewhere near the player so as to not let them be the easiest target in the universe, besides the walls. Now, all we need is a heavy enemy to complete the basic enemy triada, and wouldn't you know it? Now this is a proper angel. It has 2 attacks, one where it just spawns grace.
Don't you tell me how many calories I need, bitch!
And the other where he shoots these circles with lasers. I honestly don't know how to describe this projectile, but his strength is that if Grace got itty bitty tiny 5 health points, the minion has 24. Combined with the Grace summoning thing and you realize why he quickly becomes the priority target. Now, let's just see how much time I've spent on these. Oh, so I only have 2 days to make this into an actual game with a goal and everything. Remember, I still want to do the deadline thing. I've already mentioned that I wanted this to be inside a megastructure, so let's just... Not this untextured for now, but this checker texture actually looks quite good, not gonna lie. I'll take a note of that. So for now, what you do is you spawn in, the enemies start to appear, and you kill them. The goal is to survive as long as you can with the increasing numbers of enemies with the wave counter available to you. Yeah, you can tell it's a rush job of a gameplay loop, but I'm planning to continue working on the game to hopefully make it into something not as aimless. And as you could probably tell, there is no story like at all right now. But the main thing being, is it fun? If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, commenting, etc. All the big YouTube boy stuff. And I'll go continue working on a game. Oh, Silksong just got a release date. Well, see ya in at least 2 months.